All right, so now we're live. Here we go. It is live broadcast now on my StreamYard. We just started this. There was a button at the top. So now this event now allows me to go live on YouTube and Facebook, and it allows me to do other channels. So I'm super excited. I want to say thank you to Chandra Brooks in the house for introducing the software, and then my partner in crime. I do Tuesday nights now with Carmen Milagro. We're doing Tuesday nights Confidence Strategies 101. And I'm super excited to be doing that part with her. And I'm doing now my Wednesdays. Every Wednesday I do my live. And it's really to talk about what's going on in the world right now, what's going on in our communities here in California, here in San Jose, where I live. And whether it's a business or a personal, I got it all set up now. Ask me questions. When you ask me questions, it's going to come up on my comments. And let's see where my comments are at now so I can check it out. Comments. Here we go. Boom. All right. So now I'm actually seeing everyone ask comments on my stuff, and then I can see what's going on Facebook here. So cool. Looks pretty good here. Let's see. We're gonna skip through some of this stuff here. Let's see what it's saying. I just want to make sure that we're good before we get deep into it. So, all right. Let's see. Yeah, so Yvonne says I've been on for 3 hours. No, it's been telling people that we're going to go live in 3 hours. So, all right, we're good. So again, hey, it's been an amazing week. I've had some amazing things go on. Today, I woke up and I decided that enough was enough, and I had to reach out to some of my mentors so that I could get some advice on how to deal with the current situation of what's happening right now. So, first thing I did. Got my morning routines, get up, hit the gym, clear my head. So now we're going into week number 6 of doing this quarantine stuff, and really it's slowing down. And I felt that I've slowed down about 70% of my time and my energy. I've really slowed down, and I've really started to just really reflect. And I've really it's been mind blowing, because the more I think about it, we're probably never going to have this kind of opportunity again, even though it's been disastrous to our economy and to a lot of businesses. I mean, trust me, I got multiple businesses that got hit. Some of you know that we have two restaurants and a bar downtown San Jose, Chacho's. Even though we're open Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, it's been a struggle. But yet, we're managing, and we're going to try to figure this thing out, and eventually we're gonna power through this. So it's just, again, I woke up this morning and I was very determined, and as part of, I have to practice what I preach. And I said, you know what, I gotta make a decision. I gotta commit to my decision, and I gotta execute. And I got fired up. I just said, you know what, enough is enough. This is week number 6. I had a phone call today with a good friend of mine, Gabe. If you're out there, Gabe, amazing human being. Just opened up a major, like 40,000 square foot kind of gym. Just amazing facility. And we go into this quarantine, and I had a conversation with him, and we talked about just what's going on and how he's being affected by it. And part of it was that he's also Italian. So I told him, I saw him posting pictures of him cooking pizzas. I told him the next time he cooks pizza, I got to come over, because I want to cook my own pizza. Pizza is like my kryptonite. So, so we had that conversation, and we just talked about how the world is just kind of turned on its head. And, he's been in the fitness industry forever, does major fitness events, and crazy just to see the impact that it's had. And I shared with him some of the conversations that I had with my mentors earlier today. And, going 6 weeks into this, the first 2 weeks was kind of like, all right, it's the shock. We're dealing with the shock and awe of this. The second 2 weeks, you're like, damn, this is real. We got to really deal with this. This is nuts. We're going to have to really figure this thing out. And now the second, the what I call the 3 of the 2 weeks. So 2 weeks beginning, 2 weeks in the middle, and now we're going into the second of the 2 weeks. On the 6th week, man, I'm thinking like, holy man, this is really like, we got to really shift and really engage our minds and take our stuff to the next level. So, so I immediately started getting on the phone, made some business calls, called a few of my other mentors. While I was at the gym, some of you know that I work with Stedman Graham, Stedman is Oprah's other half, partner in crime. And I text Stedman. I said, "Hey man, I hope you guys are doing your this text message finds you safe. I hope that you're doing well." I said, "I'd like to get your perspective. Give me a call whenever you have a moment." 5 minutes. It's not even 5 minutes, and I get a text back. "Yes, I'm available." I'm like, so I have to pause because I'm on the treadmill. I'm like, man, that's amazing. That's great to get that kind of reaction right away. So I said, "Hey, I'm available anytime, 2 p.m. So he's available. He says he's going to call me at 2 p.m. And at 2 p.m. I get a call from him. From that time that I get a call from Stedman, and before that, I'm contacting other mentors of mine, and I reach out to my boy Miles Kovac. Miles, founder of Dub Magazine. Also, I saw earlier posted on we have this old school scene thing on Facebook where we're posting old school videos and music and flyers from back in the day, the house scene. And someone put the Industry Insider logo in it. Roger Morehouse actually put that up. Well, Miles Kovac, good friend of mine, is the founder of Insider Magazine as well. So I posted, I called and texted him and I said, "Hey man, I want to interview you on my show on Wednesdays." And then I started thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm working with my partner on Tuesday nights. We're doing the strategies, confidence strategies. How great way of just bringing guests onto our show. So I'm lining up a couple of people, some great people. Stedman agreed. I ended up talking with him at 2:00 today. Had an amazing, about a 25, 30-minute conversation. And we talked about Hannibal. What's up, man? Yeah, great to see you, man. Thank you for joining me on Instagram here, buddy. So it was great to see that he interacted with me, and we had such an amazing call that we really talked about it. And I had to write notes. And he says this is an opportunity. Things are going to get back not to what we call the normal. There's a new normal, but we have to really embrace technology now. Before the technology was here and we didn't really we understood it, but we didn't really embrace it. Now we got to really embrace it and we got to incorporate it into our lives. We got to create a blend. I mean, you saw the disruption that it did with schools, shutting down the schools where now kids that went to school half the year, then the rest of the other year, the ending of the other half of the year, they're done and they have to now get school from home, and they're using technology, whether it's their iPads, their laptop computers and all that. So now we have to create a blend. And he said it, I wrote on my board, he says, obviously when we do this, we're going to have to create a focus. We have to use the technology that's been given to us. And what really got in my mind was technology is a gift. And if we look at it that way, and we look at it as like, wow, this is really, really super cool to really look at that. I had to really get creative with myself. And that's why today I spent the day educating myself on how to use this new StreamYard software, which was crazy because Zoom is like right next door to me. They're my neighbors. And when I jumped on Zoom, it was just so complicated. And then this one here just popped up and I'm like, oh man, StreamYard is off the hook. I even actually sent an email today to the CEO just because I wanted to congratulate him, because if I could figure this out, guys, you guys can figure this out. Carmen, you did an amazing job. You figured it out. And I think that was the challenge, is to know that if you can figure it out, I can figure it out too. So guys, you got to just apply yourself and make it happen. So yeah, so this is the software I'm going to be using moving forward, StreamYard. You can go to StreamYard.com and we'll see what happens. But going back to the conversation, so I'm having this conversation with Stedman and I just pop off and ask him the question. I said, so how are we going to do this now, since we can't have these big gatherings and have these mindset meetings, these power meetings, and be able to have conversations with people? And I know that he was working on a technology to go to do online seminars and webinars and stuff. So he told me that he's working aggressively on his program. And then I just asked boldly, I just said, you know what, Stedman, would you consider doing an interview with me on my show? Obviously, we worked together. We did the identity leadership talks, and the last couple ones we did were very successful down in Los Angeles. And he agreed. He said, yeah. He goes, send me the email, send me the time and the date. We'll set it up. And I said, great. I said, are you on the East Coast or on the West Coast? Because I have to be mindful of the fact that we got a 3-hour difference. So Zyda, what's up? I just saw you jump in. Bobby, what's up, brother? And D, what's going on, D? Wow, we're getting some people in here. DJ CeeLo, what's up, man? Dennis Gallego's son, what's up, my brother? Good luck on the mixing, bro. You're doing an amazing job. So so he agreed, and I'm going to send him an email, and I'm going to say basically give him the outline. And I have to be considerate because if he's on the East Coast, then obviously they're 3 hours ahead. So if we do at 7 o'clock, it's 10 p.m. over there. But he says, no, I'm in Santa Barbara. I'm at home. I'm in the West Coast, and I'm with the missus. And I'm like, oh, nice. Say hello. He started laughing, and obviously, that's our inside joke. Pablo, what's up going on, brother? So, yeah, so it's pretty much set up. So right now I have 4 guests. I got them on my board. I have the dates. I'm gonna start probably next week with my boy Miles Kovac from Dub Magazine. The following week, I got Gabe. You don't even know it yet, but Gabe's gonna get programmed. And on the third week, I'm looking at doing Stedman here on the show, and then I'll be having my boy Marshall Jones here locally. And from this point on, I'm gonna start interviewing others. I'm gonna interview Adrian. I know you're on here, bro. You're going to be one of my interviewees, man, because you dominated the San Francisco scene for many years on the Latin shows, and I know that this has been it's been a humongous hit on the industry. So crazy, crazy to see that we're dealing with this stuff. So I'm basically the platform is gonna start changing. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna try to keep it on the entertainment side, and then working with my partner on Tuesdays, we're gonna really do the real high level strategy thinkers and real people that can focus on the big level thinking and the big decisions. And Carmen, she's got an amazing program laid out for us. So I'm super excited again to just be making this happen. So, again, guys, we're working on this new software. Down at the bottom, you'll see a little banner. Ask me questions. Put them right here in the comment section. I'm reading it. This allows me to take a look at it and ask the questions. Like I see Adrian, I see Ruben. I see Nancy. What's up, Nancy? Great conversation this morning. Thank you. You're a very, very great human being. You got a big heart, and I appreciate what you offered this morning. That was awesome. Eddie Ramirez, what's up, brother? Be safe out there. And Felipe, what's up, bro? Jumping on board, man. So again, guys, this is just the beginning, and I think that. Well, I don't even think I know that this is going to be a part of my rituals and my routines in making this a weekly thing. Eventually, I want to start to build a lot of content because there's a lot that I want to share. A lot of, I'm going to be 44 this year. That's amazing. I got 25 plus years of entertainment, hospitality, restaurants, bars, nightclubs, concerts. I got all that knowledge and experience. And I think it's time for me to put it out and share it, not only like what I did with my book and putting it out in a book, but also I want to be able to do consulting and being able to help others navigate these crazy times, because I've navigated a lot of other situations in my life, whether it was 2000, which was a dot-com bust, which was then we had 9/11, and then we had the big crash in 2008 when I thought I was invincible. I had made my first million by 25, by 28 I was just crushing it. I thought I was sitting on top of the world, and I always tell people, there's pre-2008 and then there's post-2008. And pre-2008, I was a jerk. I was complete arrogance. I always felt that I was on top of the world and that I was unstoppable, and that it was never going to end. That this gravy train was going to be forever, and it wasn't. It didn't end forever. So it was something that definitely was very humbling to me. So anyway, so that's just kind of where I see that, I want to be able to share my experiences and then be able to help the young entrepreneurs, the existing entrepreneurs, and the ones that want to be entrepreneurs, the wantrepreneurs. And we got to refine them, and we got to help them, and we got to lift them and pull them up so that they can be successful, so that we can all be successful. Because at the end of the day, I think that now moving forward, we've really touched the point where this is going to test our human soul, our humanity. Perfect example today. My best friend Amy Escobar sends me a text. She's like, "Hey, I'm grabbing coffee. Would you like a coffee?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I would like a coffee," because I'm stuck in the house. I'm like, I would love a coffee. Boom. Next thing I know, I get a coffee. Then I'm on the phone with Marshall Jones, great mentor of mine, great friend, partner in crime, my Ducati rider buddy. He hits me up and says that he has a bunch of sugar. I'm like Cookie Monster on steroids. So he shares with me that he's got these little buns and all this kind of like cupcakes. His birthday was yesterday, and his wife's birthday's today. Happy birthday, Esther! By the way, sorry I missed you. I did a drive by your house, so so he offered supplies and food and just very giving, and that was just it was a very and that's just how Marshall is, but just we all need to be able to give back to our communities and really step up and give. My partner George Sanchez over at Chacho's is a very giving human being. He's been giving most of his life. He's been giving, and that's just what's made Chacho's very successful and very grouse rooted, because we care about our community. I care about our community. I care about people that surround me. So again, thank you, Marshall, for what you did. Thank you, by the way. I'm drinking some whiskey. Damn, this whiskey is off the hook, man. So thank you. So anyway, whew, man, that's strong. That's some Japanese whiskey too, by the way. So anyway, so enough of that, but thank you very much. And I'm looking forward to having people. So the program is going to start. This is kind of like the introduction now to what's going to start happening the following weeks. We're going to start bringing people on, and I'm going to start promoting it just like I promote my events, really to the next level. So I want to address some questions. So Adrian, what do you got for me? The world of entertainment as we know it has changed, and as we know, at least for the next 12 months. Yes, sir. So it's not new news. You've heard it already on the news. You've heard it from the governor. Entertainment industry, and I feel for my nightclub owners, my nightclub colleagues, my entertainment people in the concerts and big events. We're pretty much done for the next 12 months. Big concerts and events are going to be done. There's no way you're going to go to a bar and be able to social distance and make the kind of money. So nightclubs and bars and restaurants are going to have to pivot and rethink how are they going to survive, limiting their capacity so they can hit the bottom line. My suggestion right off the bat is start renegotiating your leases, start renegotiating with all your vendors, because this is not just a local pandemic. This is a global pandemic. So the entertainment industry has been hit hard. It's crazy to see big hotels like the Fairmont Hotel, the Hilton, the Dianza, all the big brands are closed. I mean, there's the only things that look like pretty much open are the motels, but all the high end, all the big chains, they're done because there's no business travel right now. So it's going to be interesting to see how when we reopen and restart this economy and the world, how does this engine, how is it going to react once we kick it off? So Juma, what's up, bro? What's going down? Yes, man, we haven't seen each other since probably the DoubleTree days, man. Detox Sundays days, man. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the love. Carmen, what do you got? Let's see. Entertainment can and will evolve and change. Yes, it will change and it will evolve. Entertainment has always evolved and changed. We just have to make sure that we get behind it and people get behind it. So, and that's just what's going to go down. I mean, obviously, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with our entertainment industry because the world is changing every day. So let's see. Anybody up on Bay Area Event Designs? What's up, guys? What's going down over there? Remember, I only see you by your names of your handles, so I can't call you by your first name. So don't take it personal. So again. I'm looking forward to starting the new program. Starting next week, we're going to have our first guest, and hopefully it's confirmed. If not, I got the backup. But Miles Kovac, if you're listening out there, my brother, we're going to start making this thing happen, man. You're gonna be the kickoff with me. There's a great program right now on Netflix called LA Originals, and it talks about two of the guys that covered a lot of the hip hop. And a lot of the graffiti and the art and the culture of Los Angeles. It's a great documentary to watch, and it inspired me to reach out to Miles and say, "Hey, Miles, you're the creator of Industry Insider, which was a magazine that covered all of entertainment and industry, not only just in LA, but it started to expand across the United States." And then he took it to the next level and founded Dub Magazine, and Dub Magazine became a dominator in the car lifestyle. It became not only a car and music magazine, but it became a lifestyle magazine and dominated the world for a very long time. So it's just very interesting to to see that. And I told him, I said, man, you got so much footage. You got to definitely bring it out, put it together, and take it to the next level because we all got to adapt. Let me say what's up to a couple of people really quick. Rocky, what's up, my brother? Thank you for the support always, man. Pablo, what's going down? Good, man. I'm good. Thank you very much. Any stock advice, Juma? Let me see what you got. You know, stocks are interesting. It's fixed. So that's the first thing. So you got to be on the end game and you got to have a stomach for it. You saw the oil prices go negative for the first time in history. You know, the Middle East is going ape shit right now. They're going bananas because they've never been in that territory. Luckily for them, they have billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars to play that game. So I have no recommendations for stocks. I immediately when that happened, I called a good friend of mine, Rob Graham, called him right away and said, "Hey, Rob, give me an idea of what you think of this." And there's a whole game you can play on the futures, you can play on the shorts, you can play all kinds of games with the stocks, and unless you have the money and the stomach for it, I don't have any advice. Yvonne, what's going on? Yes. So my partner in crime here, Yvonne, what's going down? Doing every Saturday we're doing an event on with El Jardín, and El Jardín is a local restaurant here in San Jose, Santana Row, and we're doing every Saturday we're doing live concerts. We're doing these virtual concerts, and I think that this thing we're on to something that's bigger. Actually, I know that we're onto something that's bigger. We just have to refine it and figure out how we're going to monetize it in the future. But we had when we first started, we're going out on our 5th concert this Saturday at 5:00. It's super cool because we're using the Zoom software on that one, and Yvonne has been able to master that one. So what we do is we'll bring in the band. The band is connected to all the channels, and you can go up to 500 people or 1,000 people. And what we're doing is we're broadcasting. What we learned is that when we broadcast it on a farther reach, we're reaching a lot of people. This past weekend, we had people from Nicaragua, from El Salvador, from South America. We had people I think they were actually on the other side of the world because it was already nighttime for them. And obviously, then we had a big base here in San Jose. So we're broadcasting live on our Facebook, our Instagram, and I think we're doing the YouTube, and we're doing the Facebook channels. And just amazing to just see the interaction. And this week we just took it to the next level. The first week we started with a local band called Son de Cali. It's a cover band, play some great music. And then the following week we did a live mariachi, and the live mariachi was cool, but it's the live mariachi, and mariachi can go up and down, and you got to really drink a lot of tequila so you can appreciate it and love it, so that because the songs get real deep, and they're just real deep songs. And then the following week we did a guy named Diego Frias, and Diego Frias is off the hook. This guy just amazing solo acoustic band or acoustic artist, and he crushed it. And then the following week we said we're taking this to the next level, and we teamed up with a group out of Miami, South Beach, Miami, called Experimento. They performed in the pre-show for the Super Bowl this year and so forth. It was just super amazing, great energy. And boom, it was like the ratings just blew up, and just the energy. And this week we got another guy named Carlos Candia, I believe, Candia. And so make sure to jump on that one. I am the host of the show, so it's every Saturday 5:00, and we're broadcasting live. And so anyway, so 5:00, don't miss it this Saturday. So we're doing it's called the El Jardín concert series. And we hope that, we can get back to some kind of normalcy. So anyway, Jason, what's up, brother? I saw you jump in on my Instagram, man. What's going down? Again, I hope everyone is doing well out there. Let's see any other questions. Javier, what's up, man? Javier Melendez in the house. Nicole, what's up? Nikki Bouvet in the house. Are you planning on talking about Maryland's Backstreet today? Oh man, Maryland's Backstreet. No, we talked about that last week and the week before, but Maryland's Backstreet was a teen club that I started going to in Los Angeles and Pasadena. Super cool spot. It was, I thought I was the king of the clubs at 15 years old, 14, 15 years old. It was a teen club. And that's where Nikki and I met. Wow, that's way back in the day, huh? Anyway, what school did you go to again? You went to, one of those private schools, Mayfield. Mayfield and Pasadena. So all girls schools. We used to go pick on all the all girls schools. Anyway, Cynthia Robles in the house. What's going down? Did I watch Let's Go Crazy last night? Yes, I watched it. I did watch it. I was very disappointed. It looked like I was watching some old like 80s TV dance show. It was weird because of the way that they had it set up. I don't think it was a live event or an event that was done soon. I think this event was probably done prior to the quarantine. Everybody was just kind of like, it just had a weird vibe, weird energy. And then not only that, the bands were cool. It's hard to appreciate when people listen or sing other people's songs. And Prince is Prince, and you can't duplicate Prince. So Prince is a great human being. I saw him many times in concerts. Got to see him up and close. Here in San Jose, there was an event where Prince, after one of his concerts, they did a private showing with him. Him and Peter Escovedo. I don't remember if Sheila E. was with him, but I remember we had him over. A friend of ours that owned Angels nightclub in San Jose had him there, and we all got to go hang out with him. And very cool guy, super short, shorter than me, and I'm short. I'm 5'6", 5'6.5". I mean, great human being. He gives off a great energy. So Prince, it was off the hook. I don't know. And then I think what really turned me off is Sheila E. Performing with no shoes. I don't know. Maybe her heels broke in the back, and the show must go on. But walking barefoot on a stage and performing, just kind of I don't know. Just it felt like some hippie stuff. I don't know. So, but did I appreciate the music and the performances? Absolutely, I loved it. I'm a big fan of Sheila E., so don't get me wrong. I used to have a crush on Sheila E. and Apollonia and the Revolution, all the band members in the Revolution. So, but it was just I just wasn't impressed, especially being for Prince. Prince is one of the top musicians of this world, you know, along with like Michael Jackson and Madonna and like Elvis Presley stuff, you know. So I hope that they really come back out maybe when things get better next year for a better tribute. So yeah, Juma, you're right. I wasn't Prince. I wasn't impressed, man. So yeah. So anyway, but yeah, other than that, I love music and I'm very passionate for it. So let's see what else. Marshall, what's up, man? Hey, you're gonna have to watch the replay, man. I gave you a whole plug, and you're on my show coming up in a couple of weeks. And thank you again very much for the whiskey. This thing is insane. So, woo! I mean, it's good. You have an acquired taste, but damn, that was crazy. All right. Yes, he was an amazing writer. Juma. Oh man, dude. I thought the same thing, but I was like, what is she doing with no shoes, man? It was driving me crazy, man. It was crazy. So anyway, so guys, again, this is going to be the new programming, the new format. I'm excited about putting this thing together. I'm looking forward to really reaching out to people. This again is like my version of a therapy, to be out and connecting with people that I really want to be close to. Ev, I just saw you on here. Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope your health is well and your family's well. So going back to it, you know, I want to be able to, again, reach out and really be able to make an impact and use my talent and my skills, guys, to share them with you and see how we can navigate through these waters. And you know what? There's going to be a lot of great things that are going to come out of this. I'm looking to launch my new company starting in May 1st. Major announcements coming up. There's a lot of great things coming up. We just got to power through and balance ourselves through these rough times. So, and we will, because we're human beings. We're resilient. We're thinkers. We're big thinkers. And if you're here in the Silicon Valley, you're even a bigger and bolder and better thinker because you're just explosive. Your mind, you're surrounded by people that are thinkers. So you're forced to think. If not, you won't survive. And not to discredit anyone else in any other places in this country, but the Silicon Valley is a unique place. You know, California is a unique place too. You know, so we got to appreciate and really appreciate what we have here in California. James Moore in the house. What's up? Oh, thank you, bro. That means a lot to me, man. Thank you. I want to be not only inspirational to people and motivate them, but I want people to take action behind the things that I share with you. There's no, I always tell people when you make a decision, you commit and you execute. A decision with and a commitment without execution means nothing, man. So thank you very much, man. And please feel free to reach out to me, direct message me. Ruben Guerrero in the house. What's up, bro? I'm waiting for your call, man. Let's make this thing happen. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, bro. Seriously. I want to get into the game. I want to learn more about that world. And I love boxing. I love MMA stuff. So I think you and I would be a great partner and have a great partnership in doing some stuff. Ruben Guerrero, his brother, the Ghost Guerrero, man. I'm a fan too, bro. So but I'm a businessman first before a fan. So let's make some money together, man. Anyhow, guys, again, I want to say thank you guys. We're now at 30 minutes into the show. I'm going to do this every week at 7 o'clock, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. My dad is in Central America. He hit me up. Is that 8 o'clock or 7 p.m.? I'm like, so I had to spell it out. I said 7 p.m. California time, 10 p.m. New York time. So it's every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And there he goes, my dad. My dad is in Nicaragua right now watching you. And Carmen Milagro is a gypsy name, and you're very connected through your gypsy ancestors. There you go. See, my dad's already flirting with you. Be careful. So it's in the Mejia blood. So, all right, Papi. Hey, I love you, Papi. I know that you're down there. Be safe. When you get back in town, we're going to take care of business, and we're going to go on the boat. So I had to escape with the other day. We have a boat docked in Brisbane, and I was like, man, I got to get out because this quarantine stuff is getting to my head. So we went out there. Instead of going out in the bay, we ended up washing the boat, a 42-footer, scrubbing it. I had my first mate, my co-captain, Yvonne, in the house, and we had a good time, man. So it was good. Anyhow, so again, thank you very much, everyone that's joined, that's listened to me today. You've invested 30 minutes of your time. My goal is to eventually get this thing up to an hour with guests, and I know that we will. So next week, we're going to kick this off with my boy Miles Kovac from Dub Magazine. Be ready. Also on Tuesdays, every Tuesdays at 7 p.m., we do Confidence Strategy 101. So Confidence Strategy 101. Carmen Milagro is the anchor and I'm her co-anchor, and she runs the show on that one. So I'm looking forward to doing that every Tuesday, and then every Wednesday, it's me, Solo Cholo, over here, making it happen and kicking down the knowledge. So again, direct message me any questions, send me any, anything you guys want to talk about, if it's business related or if it's personal you want to talk about, we'll get it going. So again, thank you very much, everyone, for joining me this evening on my Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Thank you so much. Let's make it happen. Remember, decide, commit, execute. I don't want to say it's simple, but get into practicing making a decision, committing to your decision, executing your decision, and the world is gonna get better. Trust me. We gotta reprogram ourselves and get used to what we're gonna be dealing with moving forward. So again, thank you guys very much. Have an amazing evening. Good night. God bless. Stay safe. Make sure to wash your hands and work on your hygiene. All of us need to continue to do it because we're in some crazy times. So thank you very much. Mauricio Mejia Live, Silicon Valley, every Wednesday, 7 p.m.